Hey everyone, welcome to Niche Tech. Today I'm going to be going over why I chose the TP-Link Omada series for my new Homelab / home network setup and what I hope to accomplish with it. And also, we're going to be doing a quick overview and unboxing of these different products, going over the different features they offer as well as what comes inside the box. You know, sometimes the postings don't always give you what's inside the box. If that sounds interesting, please keep on watching the video. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that pesky notification bell so you don't miss any new content that comes out. Without further ado, let's get to it. So why did I choose TP-Link versus something else? Well, there's three good reasons for that. And the first reason is going to be affordability. When I compare TP-Link versus something like Ubiquiti, there was a $160 difference between the two products. And as a new father, as well as the only income for our family, it just made sense for us to go with TP-Link. The second reason why I chose TP-Link is the feature set. When I looked at TP-Link versus its competitors, TP-Link really wasn't missing any features that I cared about. And to be honest, there's three things I was looking for. One was going to be a centralized management console where I can make changes in one location and it just propagates everywhere else. The second thing I was looking for was a VPN. So in the event that I'm away from home due to travel, whether it be business or training, I could still get back into my home network, assist my wife with any troubleshooting when it came to her computer or other network devices, and still be able to support her from my hotel. And the third thing I was looking for was the ability to have a mesh system with my APs. I know wired is king, and in most cases that is true, but in a home it's usually not feasible to have a wired connection to your AP. So just having that second option in the event that I can't do that is perfect. The third reason why I chose TP-Link is its scalability. I don't have to worry about being stuck with the hardware I buy today. If I need 10 gig networking tomorrow, I can go out and buy and adopt it into my network with no issues. And we don't have to worry about licensing because TP-Link Omada doesn't have any licensing to worry about. And lastly, with this scalability, let's say I need one AP today, well, I can add some more tomorrow with no issues as well. And that's why I chose TP-Link Omada. So now let's do an overview of the different products I have here and kind of some of the features they offer. So the first device we're going to be looking at is the TP-Link Omada ER605 router, which honestly started this whole Homelab / home network revamp. My wife actually gave me this for my Father's Day gift this year, and for a compelling price of $50.99, it's a pretty robust solution that anyone can afford. So just to do a quick overview, we'll go a little more deeper when we open up the device box. So it does have 5 gigabit ports here for you to use. It has one USB, which does allow you to back up your configurations through it. It has a couple VPN protocols here that you could use. It allows load balancing, and then it does offer that centralized management console through Omada here. On the side itself, it just goes a little bit more into the different product features and so forth. The back of the box actually shows you some of the feature sets as well as where it'll be in your network topology. And here is more further feature set here. Just going over them. So without further ado, let's open up the box, and I'll put this to the side. So inside the box, the first thing you're presented with is the router itself. So we'll open it up if it doesn't get stuck. So here, going from left to right, the first thing you'll see is that it has some power indicator lights. So it'll let you know what the power status is, system, and if the USB is in use. Looking at the ports themselves, it has one dedicated WAN port and 2 additional WAN / LAN ports. So in the event you have more than one ISP, you're able to tie them in and divvy out that network connectivity as needed. And the last 2 ports are just dedicated LAN ports. Another thing it offers is a reset switch in the front, so if you ever lose management or access to the device or decide to sell it, you can go ahead and reset it here. Honestly, you probably want to do that through the Omada admin console just to make sure it's all kosher. The side of the device itself just has some ventilation holes. Unfortunately, no grommet, no holes for server rack ears, so this is just going to be either mounted on top of a device or on the bottom. You see it has 2 holes here for nails to mount it. The back itself, it has a location for a Kensington lock as well as the AC adapter port here for you to power this device. On the other side, more ventilation holes, and that's pretty much it for the device itself. Let's look further in the box. What also comes included is a dandy public license notice, which you'll definitely read. Some information on how to install it. Nobody really reads these. I will not. They also include a nice Cat 5e cable, most likely. And I'll verify that for you guys. If yeah, right here. I don't know if you can see that, Cat 5e. So good to start getting your network set up. Here's the AC adapter for the router. And looking at it, it is a 12 volt 1 amp adapter. So we'll bring it up for you to see if you can read it. There you are. And lastly, they do give you some felt feet here. So if you have the device mounted on another network switch or other network device, you won't get rattling and cause additional noise. If you're worried about noise in your home lab or home network, that's a nice inclusion. So next we're going to be looking at the Omada controller. So the next thing we're looking at is the TP-Link Omada hardware controller, model number OC200. And the reason why I went with a physical hardware controller is I didn't want to have to worry about installing software on another device, and unfortunately that device crashing or dying on me, and I'm out of luck with my management solution. So physical hardware is always the best way to go, so that's what I did. So we'll go a little bit further about the features when we open up the box, but it does offer that hybrid cloud technology, which allows you to manage it on-premise as well as away from premise. It has PoE, which it allows you to power it with PoE. It has that durable metal casing again, so you don't have to worry about it getting knocked or dropped and failing. Should be pretty robust. On this side, it just goes over your the Omada controller software and how you can install it on your iPhone or your Android to do the management. The back has a quick overview of where you would put it in your network topology, as well as some more of the features. The last side has a quick overview about the specifications. One thing I will point out now that we're right here is those two ports that are on the device only go up to 100 megabits per second, and you may be wondering, why couldn't we get full 1 gig? And if you think about it, a device that does the controlling, there really isn't much network traffic that you need or throughput. It's just going to be sending out, controls for it. So not a big deal, honestly. So let's go ahead and open up the box. If I can get this open. Yeah. Let's go on the other side. Great. Got it open. Apologies for the camera shake. So the first thing you're going to be presented with is the device itself inside of a plastic bag. Get that out. So going over the ports that they offer. So it has that first Ethernet port that does allow PoE in. So you can power this device with PoE and don't have to worry about an additional power cable. Again, that is only at 100 megabits per second. And the second one is for additional getting out to your network. And it does offer a USB here. So in the event you want to back up your configurations, you can do that with this USB. So if this device fails for some reason, or you get another one, you can just get your config off real quick. It does offer another reset switch here. So in case you get rid of this device or sell it, yeah, you don't have to worry about data being transferred over. The side, it just has some airflow holes, so you don't have to worry about this device getting hot. On the back, it has a Kensington lock, and also it has the micro USB power in for this device. So yeah, so you can power it. And lastly, on this side, it has the more airflow holes. Hard to say, tongue twister. And on the back, or I guess the bottom of it, just has some more mounting holes for you to mount it if you don't want to put it on your other network equipment. So yeah, that's the TP-Link Omada controller. So let's go to the rest of the box. Again, it has some licensing notices here. your installation guide, which you'll definitely read. And you got to hand it to TP-Link, right? They give you a little booklet that tells you about other products they offer. So if you're looking for more solutions, they got you. And they also include another Cat 5e cable, I'm guessing similar to the router. So, you know, this is good. You don't have to worry about a network cable. And they also include the little felt feet, so you don't have to worry about the device rattling or anything like that and causing extra noise. They got you with these. So that's the unboxing for the TP-Link Omada hardware controller. So next we're going to be looking at the AP that we selected as well. So now let's look at the AX3000 AP by TP-Link, model number EAP650. So the reason why I chose the AX3000 versus the AX1800 or the AX3600 is, honestly, it sat right in the middle and did everything I needed to. So going over some of the features here, it does offer both 2.4 gigahertz as well as 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. The 5 gigahertz tops up at 2,402 megabytes per second, while the 2.4 gigahertz does 574 megabits per second. Again, it does the centralized management, gives you the different megahertz for the channels, and two features that I really liked that they included was the mesh technology, which is beneficial for me since I do live in a 2-story house. I don't have a way to get Ethernet down to the downstairs in the event this doesn't cover my whole house. So it's a good thing it has the mesh technology. And one thing that you need to make sure with mesh is that it has seamless roaming, meaning that the handoff between this AP and another one, let's say down the line in your house, there isn't like a big pause or interruption of service, which something that sometimes might happen with a mesh solution. Going over the box itself on the side, just gives you some package content, so what comes inside the box, as well as a quick setup for your Omada app. Gives you a QR code as well as has it for Apple and Google. The back of the box continues that trend where they tells you a little bit more about the feature set as well as kind of where it falls within your topology. So we'll leave that alone. And the other side just does a little bit more about the feature set. So without further ado, let's open up the box. That's a lot better than last time. So it looks like TP-Link does pretty standardized packaging. It looks like we have overview again about their different features, or I'm sorry, different solutions for the Omada series of products. So we'll put that to the side. Has that lovely license notice that everyone will read. Has a quick installation guide that I know for sure you guys will definitely read. And then we're presented with the AP itself. So the AP 650, I'm sorry. One thing that I really liked about it was the form factor. So the step up from this, the AX3600 is a lot larger device. It's probably about this big and is a little bit chunky. So I wanted something that was very sleek, and in the event that this coverage doesn't reach my whole house, I can add another one downstairs and it won't be too much of an eyesore for the wife. So going through the ports real quick. So, sorry, I'm trying to find where the camera is. It does offer that Ethernet port at 1 gig speeds, which does enable it to be powered by PoE if you're able to have that. And also has a AC adapter here, or AC port for power in the event that you don't have PoE. The bottom also has a mounting bracket location here, so in case you're going to mount it on your wall, you're more than able to. So that's the AP. Underneath the AP comes the mounting bracket, it looks like. So here it is in all its glory. So if you need to put it on your wall or your ceiling, I'm sorry, there it is. They also include the mounting hardware, so it offers some anchors as well as the screws for it. It offers some more screws, which may be to lock this AP in once it's inside the mount. I'm not quite sure what these are for, but it might be more mounting hardware. And lastly is the AC adapter. So in the event that you can't have PoE running to it, you do have this. And one nice thing about this is they actually include it in the box. You don't have to buy this additionally. It's already included with the price. So unlike a competitor like Ubiquiti, you have to buy that separately, right? And this power adapter is a 12 volt, 1.5 amp. So just something to keep in mind. But yeah, that goes for the overview for the AP that we have here for our home network. Now we're going to be looking at the beating heart, you could say, the switch that we selected and how it's going to power most of these devices. Let's get to it. Last but not least is going to be the TP-Link router we selected. So we have the TL-SG2008P. And the reason why I selected is one, is going to be price. Honestly, for $100, did exactly what I needed it to do. It didn't have any extra frills that were nice to have that I may need in the future. This just had what I needed today and didn't have the extra fluff. So the main reason I chose this is it has 4 PoE plus ports. It has 62 watts of overall PoE. So that doesn't mean that each port has 62 watts. It just means that they all share 64 watts of available power. So some of the features that it says real quick is the centralized management through Omada, multi-site management, which technically is the same thing, but I guess static routing allows you to make VLANs, silent operation, and I guess that means it doesn't have a fan, so it's going to be pretty quiet. And then just advertises its Omada app for your phone. Oh, one thing I did notice, it has a limited lifetime warranty, which is nice to know that TP-Link will support you in case this device breaks. On the side of the box, just going to be going over what comes inside the box, as well as QR code to their TP-Link Omada app. The back follows the same trend as the other ones. Gives you some feature sets up here, as well as kind of where it should fall in your system topology. Yeah. This side of the box is going to have put you in the middle. It gives you some specification about ports, features, and more centralized management. And nothing on this side, nothing on that side. So let's go ahead and open up the box. So yeah, put that to the side again. So looking at what comes inside the box, it has your traditional PC power 3-prong that everything comes with. This does come with false feed again, so you don't have to worry about the device rattling or clanging, which is nice to minimize sound. Again, TP-Link does it again. They include their pamphlet that shows the different offerings they have to make sure that your Omada system is fully integrated. The pesky license notice, everyone read it. And then installation guide, which I will not read again. So let's get into the switch itself. So looking at the top, let me get a little closer in case there we go. So the front of the switch is pretty useful. It offers a lot of information that others might not include. So right here, looking at this, it does show you a couple notifications here. So it has PoE max, system, and power. So just little indicator lights to show you where they're at. The first 4 ports does look like they're the PoE ports, and it actually shows you the PoE status here too, to see if it's drawing PoE or not. And of course, the last 4 don't have any PoE capabilities. One thing I did notice here is on the side, it does give you some indication, or does give you a guide of what the lights should indicate. So I'm gonna move it a little closer. So it does show you the speed. So green means that it's running at the full 1 gig connectivity. The amber light does mean that it's either at 10 or 100 megabits per second. The PoE is quite interesting. So green means that it's delivering the power it's supposed to be delivering, and it looks like if it's flashing, that means that you're over budgeting your PoE. And honestly, if it's doing that, you probably need to upgrade your solution or turn that device off. So looking at the side, just has some air holes here for your device to get cooled. Unfortunately, there are no ears locations for if you want to rack mount it. Looking at the back, it does have that DC power port here, so you can power your device. Here are the 8 ports. The first 4 are PoE right here, And this one does not have a Kensington lock, so interesting. The other side has more ventilation holes. Oh, and there's that pesky Kensington lock I was just talking about. In the bottom of the device itself, it has those locations, mounting locations here for nails. But yeah, that's everything for this switch. And the last thing that's inside the box is going to be the power brick, which it's a shame, right? I thought that the power supply would be inside the actual switch itself, but I guess that's what they mean by fanless operations. And just to give you a quick look, it looks like it's a 1.31 amps or 70 watts. So it does eat up a little bit of power. But if you got these type of solutions, that's what you're looking for. Or I'm sorry, that you know what you're in for. But yeah, that completes the overview and unboxing of the TP-Link Omada products that I have here. Now let's go to me again to go over some ending remarks and kind of where we go from here. Without further ado, let's go to me. Welcome back. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that quick overview and unboxing of why I chose TP-Link. In addition, also found some benefit in the reason why I chose it. And as a quick reminder, any of the products we spoke about today are linked in the description below. And all of those products are affiliate links, so it helps out the channel make more videos like this. And you may be asking yourself, what's the next step? Well, it's quite simple. We're going to be implementing TP-Link in my Homelab/home network, and you'll have to subscribe so you don't miss out on that video in the near future. And if you guys would be so kind, hit the like on the video if you enjoyed it, and also leave a comment about your favorite part of the video, and also provide some constructive criticism of what I can do to make these videos better. And that's going to be it. Thanks so much for watching. See ya.